Well, hello everyone, it's Kari from sunshineinmypocket.com, and today I have something really awesome to share with you. It's this new set from Scrappy Tails Crafts. This is the A7 layering butterfly, and this is the A7 pop-up stand. It's kind of like a little pedestal to build and put your butterfly on and make it stand up. It's really, really awesome and so simple to put together. I'm going to show you how to use both of these today, but I'm also going to give you a couple other ideas for using this butterfly die in a different way. And so I wanted to just show you how big this is. This is an A2 panel, and it is bigger than an A2 panel. This is an A7. So if you want to build this on a card, you can build a 5x7 card for this, but I'm also going to build it on an A2 card. I'm going to show you how. So there's lots of really fun ways to use this die set, and I'm also going to do a shaped card. So 3 different ideas today. I hope you'll stick around. For this first one, I'm going to go ahead and start ink blending so that it fits this butterfly die. Now I've cut a piece of cardstock right in half so that it would be big enough to fit this butterfly die onto. And I'm going to start by inking the center with some yellow. And then I'm going to use one of these larger brushes to really get my ink on quickly for the wings. I'm using some pink distress ink here. I'm just getting that ink on really quickly. So you can see I am not being very careful. We're going to add some more ink in just a minute after we get this base layer on. But first, look at this. I'm going to go ahead and cut that butterfly out. This is the background die. And that's going to be the base for our butterfly. But we're going to go ahead and ink some ink on darker. This is picked raspberry, but I'm going to add some festive berries around the edges. And that's going to darken those edges up and really give it some fun contrast. I'll just go ahead and ink both sides just like this, and then we're going to go ahead and cut that inside piece with all the details. So you can see here, now for this detail piece, this would look beautiful in lots of colors, but of course my mind went right to foiled paper. I thought some gold would be beautiful, so I'm taking some of this gold paper out, and then I have this that has all different shades of metallics, and I haven't used this yet, so I'm opening this up. I'm going to use some of that rose gold though. Oh goodness, that's gorgeous with the pinks, and then there's a metallic black in there I thought would be beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that detail out with all of these. I did use my metal shim to get a really nice clean cut on these. There's the black on that one. There's the gold on that one. I also cut the bodies out with the same color of cardstock, but look at this rose gold with that one. I fell in love. So I'm going to use the rose gold for this one in particular. And this is kind of a detail piece, and so getting that on, I'm going to use some sticky dots. This is from ThermoWeb. It's a really great product, especially when you don't think about adding some double-sided adhesive to your die before you cut it. That's like me. I never think of that ahead of time. But of course you could use some double-sided adhesive and add that to the cardstock first and then cut it out. But look at this. All you have to do is add that to the sticky dots, press it down using the release paper, and then press it right onto your project. It's so simple, and it's great for these detail dies. Now I'm just going to glue the body on using some liquid adhesive, and I'll glue that right down to the center there, and that's all there is to building this beautiful butterfly. It's so quick and easy, and you can do any colors you want, any cardstocks, any ink colors. The possibilities are endless, and it's just gorgeous. Now the reason I fell in love with this one, there are a lot of butterfly dies out there right now, especially with spring, but this one is so large. It's bigger than my hand. Look at that. And there's so many options. You can even build a shaped card, which is one of the ones we're going to do coming up soon. So I did a couple other color combinations. For this one, I did blue in the center and purple on the outside. And that's going to create a really fun look with the black cardstock. Look at that. So pretty. Now for this one, I'm just going to add that with some liquid adhesive. It's large enough that you can use your liquid adhesive. I did get a little bit coming out of the sides, just a touch, but if you have a small tip adhesive like this one, then you can also do it that way. So multiple ways you can add that. And then I'll just add the body just like that. Now we've got 3 butterflies built, so let's go ahead and turn them into cards. I'm going to use this pedestal for the first one, and you can see there are quite a few dies that come in here. There is a solid die. I cut 2 of this piece right here, which is what we're going to use to build that pedestal. And then there's a couple of decorative pieces. So for this one, I cut out the filigree pieces out of the same rose gold cardstock. But you're going to see, look how easy this is to put together. So all you have to do is cut 2 of this piece here. And then we're going to glue those together and then add our decorative pieces. For this particular one, I just cut the filigree pieces, but you could also cut a solid piece to go behind that filigree as well. So there's lots of options, or if you don't want such a fancy look, you can just cut the solid pieces that fit on this pedestal as well. So many options, but to just show you how to do this today, I glued those together and held them together with my tweezers. I have 2 sets of those that are just I can't remember what you call them, but they are closed and then you have to pinch them to open them. So that held it together really nicely. And then here's I added a little rubber band. Now my rubber band might be a little bit too snug for this because it didn't always want to open all the way. So you may find better luck with a larger rubber band, but this worked great for me. So you can see that when you pop that open, you can fit this inside an envelope, a larger envelope, of course, and then it automatically pops open. That is so awesome. And so I'm just going to decorate this up with those filigrees, but I'm holding it closed with my reverse tweezers here. You can see that makes it easier, I think, to add the decorative pieces to the front, whether it be these filigree pieces or the solid pieces that also come in that die set. And there we go. That's what it's going to look like. And then I also decorated up a second butterfly to go on the back because I'm going to use this one here to fit on the back. Now for this one, I wanted to show you the different looks that you can get. I just used some white cardstock for the detail piece on that second one, but I used the same inking technique as this first one. So I'm going to glue this first one on the front side here, and you definitely want to make sure you hold this on until it's completely glued and dried, because otherwise it's just going to pop right off. So I'm holding that on, giving it a few minutes there to dry. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the one to the back. Now you can make this a 360 card or pop-up just by adding 4 butterflies total. And Sabrina has a really great sample of how it looks with the 4 butterflies and the 360 look on the Scrappy Tails Crafts website. But today I'm just going to do 2 butterflies, one for the front and one for the back. So I glued those tops together. Now I'm adding a little glue to the bottom portion of the pedestal, which is the A7 pop-up stand. And I'm going to glue those down underneath as well. And I'm going to give this a little bit of time also by adding my acrylic block to dry. And then I also cut out a filigree piece in light pink cardstock to add to the back of this one. So I just want to give you an idea of the different options you have. See how pretty that looks with the white as well. So here's the front and here's the back, and that is just a beautiful, gorgeous pop-up stand. So you can use this as a decoration. You can also use it to send in the mail because it folds flat. For the second card, I already had a background piece that I had done in alcohol inks, and I thought it looked just gorgeous with this purple and blue butterfly. So I'm going to use that as my card background. And this was just a simple alcohol piece I had done earlier. And now I'm going to add this butterfly right to this A2 card. You can see that there are pieces of it that are off the sides of the card. For the sentiment, I used the birthday wishes stamp from Spring Birds and Bloom stamp set. And I cut that out a number of times, and so I popped that up on the front as well. And now I'm popping up that A7 butterfly. It looks so pretty, just kind of flowing off this card. I'm going to add a few gemstones, and then you can add some other details to the butterfly wings if you want. I thought I'd try using my white gel pen, but in the end, it didn't add enough pop for me, enough vibrancy. So I went ahead and added some liquid pearls to this. See that? It ends up kind of being a little bit too, just not enough pizzazz. So here I am adding those liquid pearls, and that's going to give it some detail and also some dimension and 3D looks. So I'm adding that, and that it just added a little more than just the gel pen. But you can try either way. You can also do some gems inside this butterfly, and I'm tapping the back to just settle those liquid pearls down. Those are going to dry dimensional as well. But look how pretty this looks, just flying right off that card base. For my last card, I'm going to make it a shaped card, and I'm going to cut off the head for this second piece. I cut this from just white cardstock, really thick cardstock, 110 pound, but I'm cutting the head off so that it makes a really easy opening for this particular card. And I'm making this a top fold butterfly, and I'm just going to add some score lines on that back butterfly that I cut that head off, and it's this about 1/2 inch here, and I'm going to score that, and that's going to create our back card. See, I'm going to fold that down, and then I'm going to glue this to the front so that it will open as a complete card. Now I've done this as a side fold card as well. You can see that in my birdhouse card video that I did earlier, and I'll link that here if I remember to do that. And look at this. I'm going to let this dry completely before I open it. And now that it's dry, you can open this and it makes a really awesome butterfly card. And it's a really great size too. I'm going to use this Hello die from Scrappy Tails, from their Hello Sunshine die. This would also look great on the filigree pop-up card. Today I'm just going to use it on this shaped card here that I use the gold and the blue and yellow background. I'm going to use the sticky dots once again to get that stuck down to the front. And this works great in this situation because with a smaller sentiment like that, using liquid adhesive, it might get onto that mirror cardstock, and when you get liquid adhesive on mirror cardstock, it doesn't like to come off. It makes it dull, a little more dull. So the sticky dots worked really great for adding that sentiment. So there's our little shaped hello butterfly. I just love this card, and I just have to say I have more ideas for this butterfly. I didn't have a chance to share them all in this video. I recently went to California and I couldn't stop thinking about this die. So hopefully I'll be able to find the supplies I need in my craft room to create another video to show you. Here's our A2 die with that butterfly just flying right off that background. You will need a larger envelope in order to mail that or hand deliver it, either way. And then here's our pop-up card with that pedestal. So pretty and so awesome that you can fold this down, put it inside a larger envelope, and then it'll pop right up for the recipient. I think that would be a fun surprise. And it's really great for a decor piece. I think I will also be making a bunch of these for my granddaughters for their rooms. They love butterflies, so that'll be really fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video today and got some really great ideas. I loved sharing this with you. I have some more videos here linked that you might be interested in, and I hope that you'll come back again and again. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out with YouTube. And I'll see you next time for more crafty paper inspiration. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.